my friend Tulsi Gabbard released. I love her. She's the best. But she released all the files on Fauci.
That's right.
So what do we
Has
find?
your mind changed at all since that release?
Yeah, I think that, you know what I think? I take the, who was it? Maybe it was Weinstein, Eric Weinstein who said this. It might be that Fauci's job was not just to be at the NIH. It was all infectious diseases.
No,
he might work for the DOD.
Well, this is Tucker Carlson's thing. Tucker Carlson was the guy that kind of, ripped the lid off that. And he said essentially, the government doesn't care about keeping people alive. Nobody working in health makes the money Anthony Fauci made. It's very clear to me now that he is the head of a bioweapons program.
Yeah, but Fauci might be
that's why he's insulated and protected.
He might be a patriot who's trying to work on
Oh my God, you've come so far around that he's a patriot. Oh,
no,
Brian,
I'm saying
Brian,
he might be.
Listen, Brian, you're
not
a soldier. You can't talk about this, Brian. You're not a soldier.
No, I'm saying he might. What I'm trying to say is that he might be a guy trying to come up with dastardly weaponry.
No,
and they got caught doing gain of function research.
Yes.
And it's like, you guys are using a Chinese lab to do all your research.
Yeah, it turns out, by the way,
accidentally caused
we
COVID.
did have labs in Ukraine, by the way.
It could be.
Also, they knew it came from Wuhan immediately. Yeah. That came out in the files.
And
also
it was
knew
man-made
immediately.
But
also knew the vaccine was not going to be effective immediately.
And I'm saying Fauci might have known. Fauci and his...
Yeah.
Fauci and his boys might have been literally like, we caused this.
Right. When
we gotta get to the bottom of this.
When you lose lead propagandist Jon Stewart, you've lost the plot.
I'm right with you.
When Jon Stewart goes, hey, is it maybe the lab down the block from where this thing came out? Like, come on, man.
Dude, where's the monkey we've been beating the shit out of and injecting with diseases? They're like, it's in the
and then they get mad at people for critical thinking.
But we knew this. Like I suspected, not even suspected, but like we were all like, wait a minute. First of all, why are we wearing masks?
Right.
Why are you shutting down the
Dave
whole
was
economy?
one of the first people on Cumia that was immediately like, no, this is nonsense.
I think it was outrageous.
2019.
I think it was outrageous. It was the classic example of faceless bureaucrats ruining people's lives, keeping children in masks.
Right.
So I want heads to roll. None of them did.
It's less
I'm
conspiracy
outraged.
at that point than people taking
Stupidity.
advantage of others. Well, it's also a lot of conspiracy to me is cover up and people doing a very bad job with
That's
those.
right. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, and I think a lot
Because lies are hard to maintain over periods of time. It's hard.
Yeah, what was it?
I forget his name. There was a congressman. He died, but he came out on the floor and went to the Democratic Party and the DSA specifically, the caucus, and goes, "This is our once in a lifetime opportunity to remodel the country in our ideal." And that's what they did. And to say that, all right, it's not controversial to me. They use this to rig elections. They use this to change our election counting process. They use this.
So I don't think it's that organized. I don't think there's one group that does all that.
I disagree with you completely.
You know what it is? What's his name? Mark Twain said, it's much easier to fool people than to convince people they've been fooled.
Right. Where did the pallets of bricks come from?
No. So what I think happens
Mark
is this.
Twain did say though, if people were
right. That's very true.
What I'm saying is that I think what happens is something happens. So bioweapons, there's a leak. You know, we're working on bioweapons surreptitiously. I don't know. There's a leak. It causes a global pandemic. Now there's a major cover up. Now from there, certain ideologies get exposed, right? Camps break up, you know? You get people like me going, hold on, this is government overreach. You guys want to shut down an entire economy, take people's business away, force me to wear a mask, force my kids out of school.
Right, but also you can march because racism is a pandemic
all
also.
That stuff. So all of us go, hold on. The press has been corrupted because they've been coming through this university pipeline.
That was a real thing, by the way. Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off. They wrote. They had the doctors writing that. They gave America a doctor's note to riot because that's a pandemic too.
Well, but this
you don't want to lose your license.
Yeah, but the press lost their credibility as a result. And what I think happens instead of
the press became exposed for what they really are.
Well, right. Ideologues, but what I'm saying,
captured.
The press came through that ideological pipeline. See, there are most of the journalists are true believers. They're activists. They believe in this. They were steeped in the notion. Goes back to what we're saying. The United States is essentially bad. It was a genocidal country that was founded on nothing but the blood, sweat, and tears of the indigenous, the
communist
black and the
propaganda through critical theory,
all of that,
right?
Yeah. And that works. And what I'm saying is that then there are people who are not immersed in that, who live in the real world, who go, that's not. I remember the press coming up with all these things about racism, and I was looking around going, do they work in the real world? Because none of us see that. None of us.
Right.
Black, white, brown, we're all like, what?
Yeah.
So then it becomes currency.
To your point, one of the funniest videos that came out of that was the mayor of DC, Miriam Bowser, and Fauci going door to door in the hood in DC and being like, hey, we brought vaccines. And then people being like, yeah, nah, I'm good. And then like closing the door out of the hood. They're like, this is really good. And then they have to then they're trying to bribe people.
Yeah.
We're giving you free vaccine. Also, we have a we're
First was, we'll give you a small fry.
Like, Bill de Blasio. Bill de Blasio.
Do you know who votes in people like Bill de Blasio, Mamdani, and especially the new Social Democrats that Mamdani just endorsed? Do you know it's 10% of the population in Brooklyn, and they are all white,
affluent,
and educated.
Yeah, trust
They're not black and brown.
No, trust the Foreigners.
Oh yeah, they are not black.
The blacks and browns don't even vote. It's the transient, wealthy, white kids.
Massively large. Yes,
and it's 10% of the population that got those Social Democrats in, and they vote in an Afro-Latina woman who taught at Columbia. Her course was like colonization.
Yeah.
All these
this is the one who
weird,
wiped her hands with the American flag.
Yeah,
and
it's rich kids who came from money. They want to be. It's a Brooklyn open micer who does coke, who wants to feel like they
right.
They feel like they should be oppressed, and it's cool to be oppressed. But they really don't.
That's where the trans thing comes in.
They feel just oppressed enough to go and not vote. That's it, though.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not going to actually give you anything.
That is part of growing up, though, right? Because when you're in high school, you read Catcher in the Rye, and you're like, wow, Holden Caulfield. Yeah, you're your own man. And then you turn 35 and you read it again, and you're like, this kid's a fucking brat.
Smack him.
Like, I'm sorry. My parents gave me a great life and had expectations. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
Or you just take a shot at Reagan.
Do you like me now, Jodie Foster? Oh man, what a swing and a miss that was, huh?
Oh, well, they're together now.
She doesn't even play for your team, buddy.
It was worth it.
It worked.
Yeah.
No, it's true though. That's what you read, and then I was massively liberal in college, and then you just get to a point where you become a grown adult, and you have to look at it through an actual lens. I will never ever die on the hill for any of these groups ever. I don't trust any of them.
But
the liberal ideology has become a poison that does not resemble anything that I once believed to be liberal.
Ideology.
It's not at all liberal. It's a socialist ideology.
It's totally intolerant.
Exactly.
And it's binary and reductive in the extreme.
Yeah, there's nothing about it.
Predator, oppressor, oppressed, colonized, colonizer. Right. And when you are on the receiving end of any kind of aggression historically, you are automatically more virtuous.
Well, in ignorance and color schemes.
Criminal, if you're a criminal, it's because you've been victimized.
Yes.
And what I'm most resentful towards them about, to be frank, is that I'm sitting here with two absolute comedy legends. We could be talking about The Hangover. We could be talking about, Comedy Central. We could talk about so many different things, but this is the pervasive conversation at all given times. We talk about a smoke show 6'1" blonde in the WNBA, and it's because of some sort of racially oriented fucking disagreement that they're having because they can't let Caitlin Clark be their Jordan. And we all know why, but we can't say why. Like, it's like, it's the fact that they have taken over the discourse to such a point where I can't even watch a movie. I can't watch a movie anymore and just like let it go because they're within the first 10 minutes of the movie. It's like, oh, there's the social lecture.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So like there's just no entertainment. There's no respite from it. I can't watch an NFL football game. It says end racism on the back of the helmet. It's like, oh, that'll fucking do it.
Yeah.
Now I'm
going to stop. I had that joke.
You do a great joke. Yeah, that's a great
sign
bit.
said stop racism. I was like, and you forget because I get so busy. I got 4 kids, and it's not on my to-do list.
This woman with beautifully, naturally pink hair, that kills me every time.
A friend of mine got, and it wasn't quite a tramp stamp, but it was weirdly close. But he got "End Racism" tattooed on his back.
Right.
And he showed us. We were about 18 at the time.
You got "End Racism."
Not kidding.
Cool.
And he shows us in Detroit to a patio with a good chunk of black people. This is Detroit. If you ever want to hear black people laugh harder than at a fucking Def Jam special, it's at a white guy showing his "End Racism" tattoo.
If he had kidding on the bottom,
if anything could have brought people together more, it was his fucking "End Racism" jizz stamp that he got on his lower back.
God.
And we were like, why did you put it there, you fucking idiot? Like, what is wrong?
The black guy that bangs him in the ass.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to just... And he wrote it.
Well, I do think...
by the way, he did get it tattooed over because they made fun of him so much.
Yeah, well, I do...
And then we made fun of him for that. We're like, so you're cool with racism now?
You're never living this down, bro. You got to move.